London, says Percy Shelley, vomits its wrecks and still howls on for more. But that's nothing to what Fergie and Sid find when they take the anarchy bandwagon to the capital in search of one errant father and find one city-sized glue bag overflowing with monsters, mayhem, and millennial angst. Tins of lager and doner kebabs are all you need to pack for this wild ride. Now that really sucked, right? Thank you. Okay. Now Martin Simmons just says, and I'm just going to say this as he said it to me, if you love this book half as much as we do, thank you fans for buying it because we're so delighted to do a second arc. If you don't like the book, please blame the writer because he's a bloody blank, blank, blank. So I'm excited to say that Punk's Not Dead, London Calling will debut in February.
Awesome.
All right, quick segue. Are there any David Lapham fans in the house? Yes.
This is not by David Barnett and Martin Simmons, despite what it says on the screen.
No, I think there would be more than a few stray bullets through that screen
did not use to
if David Lapham were here. But since he's not, I'm going to speak for him. So the short story is that I got into comics because I picked up Love and Rockets, and I thought, oh my God, the Hernandez brothers are the coolest people in the world. They're writing comics for me. I can't write, I can't draw. I'm going to edit comics. Those are the kind of comics I do at Black Crown, by the way. So that's how I got into comics. The day I decided to be a lifer in comics was not the day I started working for Vertigo for 20 years. It was the day I picked up Stray Bullets and finished the first issue of Stray Bullets and fainted. Because I thought, now this is a noir comic. This is a crime thriller. It made me absolutely, it burned through my bones. I said, these are the kind of comic books I want to help create. I was lucky enough to work with David a few times at Vertigo, and when it came to picking a crime noir book for Black Crown, I knew there was only one person I was going to call. Unfortunately, he answered my phone call after many years. This is what we've got. It's Lodger, and if you like crime thrillers, if you like stories about serial killers, and you like a twisted love story, this is the one. It's unbelievable. It's a searing journey through America. It's following a young girl who met up with a lodger when she was young. He stayed in the house and wrecked her life, and she's now been tracking him. He's on the road, and he's hiding in plain sight as a travel blogger, and he may or may not be a shapeshifter. So it's this cat and mouse journey, and it is really David and Maria Lapham on fire. If you like Stray Bullets, you will love Lodger, and it's in stores on October 24th. So you only have a few weeks to wait. If you come to St. Mark's Comics tonight and you're lucky enough, we've got vinyl stickers of the logo, which I think is super cool. And I hope you check out the book.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one. I'm a big fan. I forgot we did include this too. Of course.
Well, I'm very excited to talk about this. Femme Magnifique. Any readers in the audience of Femme Magnifique? Excellent. Thank you so much. The short story here was a Kickstarter collection. I worked with over 100 amazing writers and artists from all around the world, and the idea was I would ask a writer to salute a female heroine. Could be from the present day, could be from history, and what people sent to me blew my mind. These are salutes to women in the arts and sciences, in pop music and politics, and it's meant to empower our generation and future generations. And I'm proud to say that IDW, right from the get-go, was happy to put out the softcover book, which I think has been in stores for just a few weeks. If I'm not mistaken, it came out on my birthday, so I will take belated birthday wishes tonight at St. Mark's at the party. We have a signing after this too, from 4 o'clock to 5 at the IDW booth, which is 1844. And we have a New York Comic Con exclusive This is huge, especially this week. Jill Thompson, who you may or may not know is one of the most amazing artists in comics, did a limited edition bookplate of Ruth Bader Ginsburg that you can get today at the IDW booth when you come up to the Femme Magnifique signing. So please stop by, and you'll actually get to hang out with people like Max Visaggio and other contributors to this book. Megan Hutchison is here, and we have just an array of people that are going to be stopping by, happy to sign your book.
Last night's signing was crazy. We were there, I think we were like 20, 30 minutes after the show closed, just trying to get through everybody in line before they could throw us out. Yeah.
I think that may or may have not had something to do with Kieran Gillen and Kelly Sue DeConnick, which was a blast. It did, but the contributors are great. Not only did we get a bunch of A-list contributors, but it was such a wonderful opportunity for me to find young writers, new writers and artists, and pair them up with some of the more established talents. And that is also one of the tenets of Black Crown, in addition to being an imprint of stories that, you know, I want to read. It's also a way to unite different generations of people in comics. I'm one of the elder statesmen. I'm probably the oldest one at this table. I know I'm older than John. He's already told me twice.
Today.
But there's nothing I like more than bringing in and ushering in the next generation of art stars and tremendous voices. So this book gave me the chance to start that, and I've continued to do that with Black Crown. So I hope you check out all the books.
And of course, be here in this not working GIF.
Yes,
earlier.
Now that eye is supposed to blink at you and freak you out. And the short story about that, the logo was designed by Philip Bond, who I've already bragged about for a while, my husband. He did that logo. Okay, quick logo story.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really creepy.
Yes. Hope to see you all tonight, and thank you so much.
Let's work our way down to a hard transition here from Black Crown to a book I'm super excited about by Michelle here, G.I. Joe Sierra Muerte. I don't know if anybody's familiar with what Michelle's done with his own book Cobra, and then with Blood Strike. It's a very unusual take on the stuff we grew up with, I guess. At least you and I grew up with.
I gotta say, I'm super excited about IDW letting me do this comic. It's so awesome. But yeah, Cobra is my main comic, which I write, draw, color, letter. I pretty much do everything. I'm sort of a control freak in that way. And I've been lucky enough to have IDW say, do you want to do that thing on G.I. Joe? And of course, I love G.I. Joe, so it's kind of a perfect match. I think, it's in my wheelhouse. I like sort of like weird looking characters going on adventures and doing crazy stuff. That's pretty much it. The way I approach the story is sort of like a greatest hits of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe has like a huge legacy. So I kind of just picked the characters I relate to the most and love, and just told a story with them. So it should be sort of like that, like a big action movie, essentially, told in 3 issues.
And not to...
oh yeah, that's a triptych cover.
Yeah. You haven't seen it? Yeah? Yeah. This is. I think we're premiering a lot of this stuff right here.
Oh, nice.
One of the. This isn't. I don't mean to anyway reduce it, but I think if anybody was a fan of the Transformers G.I. Joe series that we did, where I was I don't want to say me because I was just writing his coattails, but Tom Scioli and Sort of Me worked on. I think it's not. This is a different beast, but I think if you liked that, you might want to check this one out. I think this is kind of in the same universe as that. Now, not literally comic book universe, but I mean the same world of storytelling as that, and Tom's GoBot series that's coming out shortly too. That it's I think a really idiosyncratic take on the characters.
Yeah, when's that coming out?
GoBots?
Yeah.
GoBots. Yeah. GoBots is no, it's this year. GoBots is in
December, I think.
December, is that right? Yeah, it is in December. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's fantastic too. I don't have any slides for that. You'll have to trust me on this one. Super excited about that.
Yeah, but Tom's style is really different from
Very,
mine, but
very.
we do have like our own very specific styles, you know. And I just tried to incorporate everything from the cartoons, the toys, the comics, everything just into one main story. So I don't know, I hope you like it.
Yeah, it's kind of that idea that your sensibilities come through as much as the sensibilities of the franchise, I guess is what I kind of meant to compare the two.
Right,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just used to doing indie comics, alternative comics, and so I kind of bring those sensibilities to the table.
Yeah,
And,
very cool.
I think it worked out.
I think so. And tomorrow at noon at the IDW booth, 1844, Michelle will be doing a free, we'll be doing a signing, and we have a, we don't have a, I don't know why this is free, we have a print for sale but it's actually, I'm sorry, what it is not a print, it is a print, it has something printed on it, but Michelle has drawn sketches on every one of these. It's not this image, this is just some more art from the comic. But it's a really, I think they're all the Snake Eyes picture. Yeah, they're like a version of Snake Eyes that are super cool. You should come by and check out. Going from G.I. Joe over to Transformers, this is where I start talking to Alex Milne. So Alex, who's not here,
He is here. You just don't know. Maybe he's in the back.
we'd know if Alex is here. No, I'm kidding.
Gotta give him a chance to get here. Sorry. Just being nice to the people.
It was gonna be exciting. No, I was gonna be excited. It was the first time Alex and I would have been on stage together in a long time. So I'm the writer on Transformers Unicron. I don't know if anybody's a fan of our the IDW Transformers books. This is the conclusion of the IDW Transformers story that we started back. What is it? I mean, I started a little over. I started about 7 years ago, and along with James Roberts on Lost Light. It's been a long journey. There will be more Transformers comics from IDW, but this is the end of this universe, the end of the story. So for the final issue, Alex has been drawing the whole series. We brought in Kei Zama, who was the artist on Optimus Prime with me, Andrew Griffith, who was the artist going way back on Robots in Disguise with me, and then Sarah Petrie-Drocher, who drew Till All Are One, and she's drawn a lot of Optimus Prime as well. So we kind of all jammed together for the very end of this. We have we're up to issue 4 right now, as Unicron is eating his way across the universe. I don't want to spoil too much, but some stuff got eaten.